The AB schedule, an arrangement starting next school year at SHS.
School administrators say the schedule will impact the student body with balancing their classes and getting to them on time throughout the school day. Good morning, Somerville. I'm Jelani Moore.
And I'm Jessica Henthorne. We spoke with one of the school's administrators to get more on the matter.
Speaking of administrators, 3 of our very own SHS admin are flying the Green Wave Coupe to take on different opportunities and experiences.
Wave TV sat down with them to give our administrators a proper send-off. Today's Friday, May 18th.
And this is the last Wave TV of the 2017-2018 school year. The last Wave TV starts now.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up those ceilings when we're in our zone. We're flying up to flying city, flying up those ceilings.
Police encounters on our very own Somerville roadways are an event that all young drivers will eventually experience.
Reporter Jelani Moore speaks with a Somerville police officer to get the do's and don'ts during a traffic stop as a teen. Also in the news, remember that Kmart on Ladson Road?
The one in the Ladson Theater Center many moons ago? Well, it's been closed for a while now, and Somerville's installing a brand new bowling alley. Reporter Pierce Collins gives us the latest.
Stars and Stripes, a Georgia bowling alley company, recently announced that they're making a new bowling alley to replace the closed Kmart on Ladson Road, making it their first bowling alley location in South Carolina. According to an article from Newswire, it will house 24 bowling lanes, 8 of which are VIP lanes. They're also planning to add a 7,300 square foot arcade and prize store, multi-story laser tag arena, bumper cars, and a 710 grill restaurant that offers a variety of salads, appetizers, sandwiches, specialty pizzas, and other house and made items. It will also include a couple private rooms for events and a corporate room that can hold up to 150 people. The location will also offer birthday packages that are custom designed so it can work on any budget. Chris Albano, managing partner and co-founder of Stars and Stripes, said, quote, "We are aware of the demand for a brand of family-oriented entertainment for the families and residents of Somerville, Dorchester County, and the greater Charleston area. With these families in mind, we are excited to bring a quality brand of family-focused entertainment to the Somerville area that guests of any age can enjoy. I don't know about you, Somerville, but I'm itching for a strike." Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Pierce Collins.
Teens across the globe are hitting the books in order to ace their very first driver's test. A license can bring freedom for a teen and a fresh breath of parent-free independence. But with that license comes responsibility, and the inevitable encounter with highway state troopers and officers are waiting right beyond that 3-point turn. So I spoke with Lance Corporal Matt Southern, an officer here in our very own backyard, to get an insight on what not to do and what to do during a traffic stop as a teen. First, what's appropriate behavior when being pulled over by a trooper as a young driver?
Well, first and foremost, it may be the first time that you've ever had blue lights behind you, so you're probably going to be a little bit scared. Don't stop in the roadway. We see that sometimes. The blue lights come on, folks immediately stop in the roadway. We want to pull off of the roadway to the right-hand side or into a parking lot, somewhere that it's safe for the officer to get out. Know where your documents are. Know where your driver's license is, your registration, your proof of insurance, because those are all the things that the officer's going to ask you for when he approaches the side of the vehicle.
What is the best thing a teen should do to be most cooperative to an officer?
Well, of course, you may not know why you're being stopped. You may have committed a violation that you don't even know about. Now, you know, in my career, I've been in law enforcement for 18 years. I've stopped people before because they don't have any brake lights or they don't have any tail lights that are working on their vehicle. Well, not everybody looks at the back of their car every single day, so they may not know that those are out. So best thing to be respectful is, yes sir, just a moment, and you reach for those things.
And that kind of stems into my next question. How can conflict be avoided during a traffic stop?
Well, just remember that, you know, the traffic stop doesn't always end in a ticket. It could end in a warning. But if you are cited on the side of the road is not the place to have some sort of confrontation with the officer. That's why we have court. We have a court of law. That's where you would argue your case, not on the side of the road. In my 18 years in law enforcement, here's how I've always thought. As an officer, I'm going to treat the person that's in that seat that I'm standing next to the window the same way I would want to be treated if I was in that same situation. You know, if you're the driver and you've been stopped, put yourself in that officer's shoes. You do things that you're not supposed to do when you're behind the wheel, you have to face the consequences, whether it's a warning or a ticket. In some instances, if you're 17 or older, it could even mean jail. We don't want to see anybody get hurt. We definitely don't want to see anybody get killed on the roadways.
Thanks, Lance Corporal Matt Southern, for taking the time to speak with me about a topic that heavily impacts SHS students. And if you see something on the road, make sure to call Star HP for a station in your area. Stay safe and be kind, Somerville. Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Jelani Moore.
Thanks, Pierce. I'm glad to see that Somerville's working towards adding some excitement to the town.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop by sometime this summer. SoundCloud rappers are on the rise this year, and many have found fame from these humble beginnings.
From Post Malone to Lil Peep, SoundCloud artists use this platform to express their views and showcase their talents through their music. Reporter Anna Tone cites us with a few SHS SoundCloud artists to see how the website affects them. Then Jessica Henthorne gives us another art corner.
SoundCloud, a now predominant music platform that allows artists to collaborate and share their recordings online, has made a loud buzz on several students here at SHS. We talked to 3 musicians who have integrated composing music into their everyday lives.
Well, I used to be a magician. I don't like magic. I mean, I like SoundCloud, but I kind of like to distance myself from SoundCloud rappers.
I've always kind of had this little bit of a fascination for how music is made, and then when I discovered I guess a little more electronic stuff, I was like, this is cool. This is not something that I've heard anywhere else.
What really got me into producing music and actually wanting to become an artist was my bigger brother.
I spent 6 months working on my first song. It was just kind of an introduction to get people hooked onto it.
Larger artists on bigger labels, and they would say that they like my stuff, and then they'd start supporting me and reposting my track.
If there's no timetable, I would not stop. I'll just keep going all day because it's just something that I love to do. Everybody's been telling me, yo, Mike, you need to get on SoundCloud, you need to do this and do that.
You get Post Malone, who went to sleep one night and woke up famous just because you can just put something on SoundCloud. I have a new mixtape that I just dropped. It's called Cheddarville. You can check that out. It's on iTunes and Spotify and SoundCloud. Google Play.
I dropped a new track. It's out on YouTube on Vibes Records. You can check that out. It's pretty cool.
And that goes for all my social medias, my Snapchat, my Instagram. All of that is kvng.mgb.
Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Anna Tone.
Good morning, Somerville. You guys submitted some fantastic artwork, so let's jump right in. To start us off, sophomore Chloe Pearson painted a piece called Colors of the Wind, based off of Disney's Pocahontas. I absolutely adore that I can see the brushstrokes she took in her dress. Up next is freshman Jevick Scott with what he calls the other world. The variety of creatures are great, with rough pencil marks to give them more definition. After that, we have a portrait by Rebecca Smith, who has been drawing for 2 years. Her experience really pays off in the detailing of the subject's eyes and hair. Last but certainly not the least, Lion Chambers delivers us with more fabulous abstract. However, this piece is different. It is all completely in pencil except for the second quadrant, giving the piece more character. Thank you so much for letting me and the rest of Somerville see your amazing art. For Wave TV, I'm Jessica Henthorne.
I'm glad we got to give one last highlight to the artists here at Somerville High. Now for the not-so highlights. Video games are taking the world by storm, the Fortnite storm to be exact. These games gross a whopping 1.2 billion gamers worldwide, and the expectancy for a good thrill and storyline grows every year.
Unfortunately, some games fall short of their gaming expectations, sealing its place in gamer history as an epic gamer letdown. Reporter Ryan Wyndham gives us the rundown. Then Seth Marks brings Wave TV yet another cooking video, and the category is Summer.
All that and more, next.
Gaming is practically taking over most of the world, and the games will follow suit to make the best content they can for the players. However, there are some that were overhyped and fell short, and I'm going to talk about a select few. I'm Ryan Wyndham from Wave TV, and this is Top 5 Game Letdowns. Number 5. The Division. The Division's most pitiful aspect is its disappointing gameplay and major glitches. The gameplay is long-lasting while it's serving not enough action to be considered fun. Its drab and dreary atmosphere leaves the uneventful gameplay much more to be desired. Besides that was the major issues revolving the bugs and glitches that took away from most of the game. Number 4. Sea of Thieves. The idea was unique and made many players waiting for the full release, but the lack of content and objectives in the game is prominent with only 3 mission types and only 2 events put into the game. The sword fights were one of the most disappointing aspects of the game, making you feel like you had no idea how to use one. The game has much more room for growth, but its full price leaves people wondering if the game is really worth it. Number 3. Battlefront 2. In the brand new branch of Battlefront games, EA and DICE were a part of a major controversy surrounding the Loot Crate system. The system was practically pay to win, where you could purchase power-ups and make the multiplayer gameplay unfair and non-enjoyable. This issue spoke louder than the actual game, and rightly so, leaving many players waiting for a change. Number 2. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. following the disappointment of Advanced Warfare, comes the newest installment from the Infinity Ward company. The game received massive criticism, mostly due to the fact that Battlefield 1 released and the Call of Duty players wanted them to go in the same direction as Battlefield. However, the futuristic Call of Duty came to be at the worst time. Besides the multiplayer gameplay being uninspired and mundane, the campaign has received decent reviews. Since multiplayer is the bread and butter of Call of Duty, the game suffered in the long run. Number 1. No Man's Sky. Before the release of No Man's Sky, the developers promised a lot which was not in the game at launch. Many fans that awaited the most hyped up game in 2016 were left with nothing when the game was put into their hands. The gameplay is mostly exploration, which in turn made it repetitive with no objectives. There were many events that randomly happened, however didn't occur as much to keep someone entertained for so long. There wasn't much questing, and the main goal was to travel to the center of the universe, and even when you do, you were just placed back at the beginning. There were many games that exceeded our expectations and those who were below them. I have listed 5 games that were disappointments at launch, and there were plenty more games that have yet to be released. So in the meantime, keep gaming, Somerville.
As to why they're still up and running.
A few of our very own admin who've impacted Somerville High School throughout their years of being here are leaving SHS. Wave TV made it our mission to sit down with them and give them their much-deserved thank you and farewell. Reporter Hannah Simmons gives us more.
Then, being the very last segment of the 2018 graduating class, reporter Jade Goodrich gives us some fun end-of-the-year activities.
Hey Somerville, it's that time of year again. Our returning student body won't see this school for around 3 months. Some of our faculty, however, are continuing on to a new chapter in their careers. Ms. Leviner is heading to Alston, Ms. Blunt is heading to the district office, and Ms. Tracy is heading to Rollins Middle School. We had the opportunity to sit down with them and ask them about their SHS experience.
I think I'm just going to miss everybody here, the faculty, the other administrators, the kids. It's just really is a great place to work.
Especially since I've been here probably the longest, over 30 years. It's going to be very hard for me to leave Somerville High School and everyone who I've actually established relationships with over the years.
My most fun memory is when I actually was a guest host on Wave TV. And I'm Mrs. Tracy. Today is Wednesday, October 28th, and Wave TV starts now.
Leaving a school as an administrator is more than just paperwork. They're going to miss relationships with their faculty and students.
I mean, they're family. You know, I've worked alongside of a lot of the people in this building for over a decade.
I love to see kids really just progress, especially by the time that they're a senior and they graduate, and they just are really kind of reaching the goal of everything that they've worked for.
I've developed a sense of humor, being able to laugh.
We're kind of wrapping our minds around the idea of not being back at Somerville next year, because this definitely is a huge part of who we are and what we enjoy doing, but I think it'll just be, you know, the next chapter, a new adventure, if you will.
Before these administrators do start their new adventure, they do have words of wisdom they hope will resonate with SHS while they are gone.
To be good, stay out of trouble, don't get arrested, and just, you know, just do a good job.
Going to miss all of you. As Miss Leviner said, be good. We love you.
Yep, and I will miss all of you very much, but I'm an email away, so
Me
don't be a
too.
stranger.
To Ms. Leviner, Ms. Blunt, and Ms. Tracy, thank you guys so much for the interview, and I hope you all have a great career ahead of you. Somerville, make sure to wish them a nice goodbye. For Wave TV, I'm Hannah Simmons.
Now that we're approaching the end of the school year, you may be wondering, what do I do now? The first thing that you should do is study for your final exams. Now it's time to eat a healthy and nutritious breakfast to prepare for those finals. Time to clean out your book bag, find the nearest trash can, and start cleaning it out. Don't forget to clean out your locker and get all of your belongings out. Oh wait, you haven't used it all year. Be sure to keep up with all your missing assignments on PowerSchool. These last 2 weeks are pretty rough, so be sure to keep a positive attitude and a smile. Now you're ready to take on summer. Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Jade Goodrich.
Well, that's all we have for you this year. It's been a fun and amazing ride these 360-something odd days, and I'm not too proud to say I'm going to miss this studio.
I hear that, Jelani. It's been a great pleasure to work for you and with everybody in Wave TV.
Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Jelani Moore.
And I'm Jessica Hinthorn. Have a great Friday and an even better summer. Stay safe, Somerville.